Well, good evening, everybody. Sorry about the messy hair. It's a bit floppy today. I hope everybody's doing really well. It's good to be back yet again. It's been a pretty busy week. So been making videos again, which feels great. Finally, at long last, back to making regular videos. Welcome, everybody. Peggy Harkness loves the music. It is fantastic music. It really, really is. The wonderful Delicious here in the side chat. Once again, great to see you, D. Hope you're doing really well. Good to see you. Mayor says hello. Ed Daffod. Lolly says I'm muted, which is a lie. Good try. Good try. Irish Demon's friend, good to see you. Jake says it's me, Jake, and Katie's watching. Great to see you, my little niece Katie. Absolute legend. Nikki Red sends a lot of defamation shamrocks. If you're watching today, there's 200 of you so far. If you're a member of the Demon Army, make sure and drop those defamation shamrocks in the side chat. Speaking of which, we have a super chat here from Chili's Blow Up Doll says defamation shamrocks and a whole load of them there. I hope you're all doing great and you're dropping those shamrocks right now. Paul Moore Fraser, good to see you for 179 says, hi, Demon. Hi, chat. Hi, Emma. Great to see you out there, Emma. I saw your chat popping up. Thank you so much indeed. Ace42B says, you've been wrong about a lot. Don't beat yourself up. You take that back. I mean, you're not wrong. I have been wrong about a fair few things, but I will always try. Well, I'll try to you know, claw it back as best I can, or at least make it seem like I'm right. You know what I'm saying? We got B Girl says first live stream I've caught this year. Welcome, great to have you, B Girl. I hope you're doing really, really well. It is the floppy demon in the house. It's not too bad. It's yeah, I need a haircut is what I need. But Carpy says better the demon I know. Absolutely, Good to see you. Iron Wolf, Scumdog, Amber O'Grady is in the house. Great to see you, Amber. Hope you're doing really well out there. We got Daisy for $2. Says, good to see you. Where's Skeptic these days? He's been posting videos as far as I know. I watched a few of them over the past week or so. Funny as ever. And one of my best mates out there. Purple Snowdrop sends some defamation shamrocks along with Meatball and PhD Tony. Ah, lovely. For $5 straight dollars says you should apologize for your hair. It's nowhere near long enough to cover your face. At least I can grow some. Shots fired. The plot hole says, what's all this? Good to see you. I saw your Irish Demon Tech comment at the start of your live stream earlier. And just want to say, I hope you like the taste of them apples, because I wasn't muted at the start of this stream, despite what some might say. So, W124 Mercedes says, I feel petty today. I do love petty. Miss Priss with all those shamrocks and Millhouse Van Houten. Good to see you. So we've got two of the beardsmen. Well, one beardsman and PhD Tony, because I mean, come on, we're not gonna call that a beard, are we? You know how it is. Paul Rumore Fraser for 179 says, I've been wrong once in 1985. That's it. I don't know any time I've been wrong. I've been wrong about how to put out sparklers. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure where I've been wrong. I was talking to the other beardsman and PhD Tony last night. We're definitely going to have to get something going again. Even if we do what we used to do back in the day, jumping from channel to channel, that would be absolutely awesome. Troll Mafia official. 2023 is the year of the IRL stream. Let's get into some trouble. Fuck yes. I am always down for a bit of devilment. We got ZXL Master says, you have ZXL Master in the house. He's my favorite. I love that person. With a load of defamation shamrocks. And finally, Emma A says, Irish Demon, come and see me in my hair salon in Sweden. Somebody mentioned they were going to Sweden yesterday. I can't remember who it was. Somebody mentioned it anyway. I'd love to go to Sweden. It'd be really cool. Peggy Harkness says, no, you love Peggy. I do love Peggy. Me and Peggy fight like cats and dogs sometimes, but I love Peggy nonetheless. Anyway, lads and lassies, we're going to have a look at a couple of videos today. Number one, I was wrong about that chick, Acura Amanda. For those of you who speak actual English, an Acura is a Honda, which is a type of automobile vehicle. And anyway, so I thought she seemed really nice in one of her videos. I was like, she seems like a nice chick. Now, I never watched any of her shit before. And then this video came across my desk. I know she's not being outrageous in it, but I'd love to get your call on it and see what you guys think. Peggy S says, hey, y'all, sending some love from Skeptics Town. Hold on. If you're in Skeptics Town, I mean, I got to do this. Well, give me 1 second. Oh, wait, wrong hat. It's not quite a cowboy hat. It's an Australian cowboy hat and a Acura. Forgot I had headphones on there. Kind of an Australian cowboy hat. So I suppose we're going to wear that for a couple of minutes here, but I can't actually hear myself. And if I can't hear my own silky tones, then we're not going to have a good time. Lone Wolf sends some defamation shamrocks and bacon head eating for fun. For $2 says, Guinness and Demon, nothing in the world better. I'm not on the Guinness tonight, the old genius. I am on the coffee, which always tastes better out of an Irish Demon mug. Shameless plug, linked in the side chat or whatever. Hold on. Yep, definitely tastes better. And I'll be hitting the old Jameson here in a minute once I get irritated by this lady. So anyway, not that lady. That lady's awesome. The lady in the video. She is absolutely off the wall. There's no question about it. Dr. Strangelove for $5 says, there's no poutine today. Shiz was telling people that you'd be serving poutine. I wish I had some poutine. If there's any hookup out there, it is quite hard to get at the moment. It really, really is. We got Paul watching in Queensland, Australia. I got the old Acura on here, my friend. It's a legit Acura too, Acura Traveler. It's good because you can scrunch it up and stick it in your bag. I love my Acura. It's very comfortable. Doesn't really go with my style as such, but I really like it. No, that is very true. Delicious. It is not as good as your killer coffee. Now, to be fair, I almost died drinking that killer coffee the first time because I didn't realize how strong it actually was, because it doesn't taste stronger, which I told my mother multiple times that it is stronger, but it doesn't necessarily taste stronger. I told her that maybe 5 times before she tasted it, to which she responded, "Oh, that doesn't taste very strong." I was like, "Really, ma'am?" You know, like after I literally just told you. Costello says there's always a hookup. If there was anybody I thought out there that would be able to get poutine, which for those of you who are uninitiated is Irish moonshine, Costello is the guy to do it because he's from Tipperary. So they are something else up in that neck of the woods. I'm looking at you, Amber. Anyway, so we're going to have a look at this video real quick. Then we're going to have a look at another one who has got a serious attitude problem, gets herself locked up over nothing. And yeah, she's basically got enough cheek for another hour. So we're going to have a look at this. Speaking of which, this Arcadia, what's her name? Acura Amanda. Acura Amanda. Acura? I don't know. Honda Amanda. Check this out.
Chester. We are at the police department. We are with
Palm Beach Free Press.
You are from Tip.
Watch your back.
Why not? I'm great at walking into people.
I know. Let's go check it out, guys, and see if they respect our First Amendment rights.
So if you didn't hear that, she said, let's go check it out and see if they respect our First Amendment rights, basically. Translation, we're going to go in here and irritate people for YouTube content.
Brr, Palm Beach Free Press is cold. This ain't no
Well
Palm
said,
Beach
Jackson.
over here.
I'm smelling Amanda.
Hey, take it easy.
Stop sniffing my girl.
I chose that deodorant myself.
Well, there's the first. A frauditor wearing deodorant. The more you know, the more you know. I never would have guessed that to be... Oh, Keith. I'm not bringing that up on the screen, but that's hysterically funny.
Grandma goes, Amanda, don't forget you need deodorant. I said, what? Did you just tell my girlfriend she stank?
That is the skinniest human being I've ever seen in my life. He looks like if Tony Hawk went on a mad meth binge for about 4 years. You know, I mean, he might be a perfectly nice guy. I'm just say what you see. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
So upstairs, I found out from her is code enforcement.
Where are these people from? I'm trying to work out that accent. I'm guessing it's north. All right, just tell me if I'm wrong. North central United States. So like kind of Minnesota, that kind of area, something along those lines. That's my guess.
The mayor's office, all that good stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So hey, what do you guys do here? Yeah.
Yeah, unlike you fucking losers. Good to see you, Minx.
Oh, it all depends on the day of the week. Taking pictures? No, I'm taking video, not pictures.
Did you want to ask for an SOP of anybody
South
for
Florida.
This is the police department?
No, that's a water department.
the... Oh,
Okay,
oops.
all right.
Check
Bye.
out these old
What do you do here, work? All right, I got to use a Long Island audits line. Don't forget, they're recording you. We can record them.
Okay, so I make this point on the video that I've got coming out tonight, right? So it's just over an hour's time from here. I might change the time depending on how long this stream goes on, but the idea behind a security camera is security, right? So if something happens, you know, the evidence is there and they can use it if need be, right? So that's fair enough. It is not, however, going to be used, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, by the city to make YouTube content. Unless, as I say in my video, something crazy happens, in which case I'll cover it and then I will use it as YouTube content. But generally speaking, that's not the purpose. Whereas these looters are in there with their phones recording like assholes just to be irritating, just to make YouTube content. Now, so far, they've been perfectly nice and amicable, a bit irritating, a bit juvenile, but generally they've been pretty okay. They don't get nasty in this video, but they do some shit and you're kind of like, really? You're going to do that? Anyway, let's move on and have a watch.
Right. With the picture of this clown up on the wall.
Oh, hey, man.
Why am I smiling again?
That's
Sam.
actually quite funny. Commander Darklight in the house, look
Here,
busy.
Shoot. Record. Don't hold it so obvious. Point it at her. There you go.
Is this about to...
Same thing, Corey. Point over at her and point it like the wall and stuff.
Is this about to turn into an OnlyFans video? I'm not really 100% sure. Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, good to see you, buddy. Says, could be some perv on the other end pleasuring themselves. You just don't know. It could be. I mean, you hey, look, And maybe stranger things have happened. Let me see. There we go. Okay, sorry. Let's go, Brandon. Somebody explained to me what that meant. It was absolutely hilarious. I had no idea.
Fucking asshole! Fucking asshole! Oh, I got you. I got you.
I think you could be right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey. Oh, I love your pants.
Oh, thanks.
What's going on? How are you?
Fine. We just heard commotion.
I thought you.
I know. They're...
That's somebody's goofy.
Yes.
I thought she was talking to the statue there. To be quite honest with you, I was very confused there.
Someone out there.
Good to see you, Isabella.
She is. She's in a meeting right now. Is there something I can help you with?
She's in a meeting right now.
It's going to be downstairs.
Okay.
At the finance director's office, and they've got a form for you to fill out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, y'all have a good day.
You too.
Scary weird too. Amanda's gonna get even soon. I better watch myself.
You know what I don't like about her already, right? It's like this swagger, this kind of like, oh, look at me. It's like, just do what you got to fucking do and leave, right? Like, how hard is it? But it's this kind of like blasé attitude. Not saying that she shouldn't be, but it's irritating. Am I right? Like, hit a 1 in the side chat if you think they're kind of blasé, like, oh, look at me, I'm so funny. That's more fucking irritating than what they're actually doing, right? That's what I think. Not just because it's her. Like, I'd say the same if it was anybody else, but anyway. You didn't miss a whole lot yet, but she does something kind of like, you'll see here in a minute. Yep, thought I wasn't the only one. So she goes into their kitchen. This is the workers' kitchen.
This is a great town, guys.
Right, so just watch out, right? Because her face the whole way through this, right? So she's in the workers' kitchen right now, helping herself to some coffee, right? No big deal. Well, it is. It's kind of fucking stupid. Like, it's just acting like a maggot. But anyway, she's in their kitchen making herself coffee. And that you can kind of say, okay, that's a dick move, yada, yada, yada. But it's just the attitude the whole way through. It's like that. Look how fucking blasé I am. It's just so irritating. It really is. And this asshole, like, sniff laughing, like in the background, like a teenager. How old is that guy? Is that the I don't know, is that the meth head version of fucking Tony Hawk or some other guy? I'm not really sure. Twat.
Where's the creamer? Oh yeah, they got Starbucks.
Yep, well said, Lisa. It's just taunting.
This is so courteous, guys. This is Southern hospitality. Can I help you, Dad?
We need to do some public records in a couple minutes, but I think we're okay right now. Do you need anything?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. You guys are so nice over here. We're trying to make.
Oh, she's so delighted with herself. It's so irritating.
Oh, what do you guys do in this office?
This is planning and zoning codes.
So where would I get an application for, let's say, I'll take it with me.
Okay.
I love how they clipped the bit where she's like, where can I get an application for? Like, you can be damn sure it's not an application for a fucking job anyway, that's for sure.
Where would I get an application for, let's say, I'll take it with me. Okay, thank you.
Fuck's sake. She used her mouth to open the milk. Did I miss that? Hold on. What? No fucking way. Okay, hold on. Let's roll back before she's applying for a job, I'm sure.
A couple minutes, but I think we're okay right now. Do you need?
Did she really use her mouth to open the milk? Like, that's okay if it's your own milk, but you're talking communal milk here. You can't just go like lipping on communal milk. That's bullshit. No way. How did it? What? That's disgusting, man. Okay, right? Auditor or not, that's minging. Am I the only one that thinks that's fucked up? Like, she's a random lady. I'm not saying anything bad about her, but I don't know what she's got. Like, She could have all manner of disease in her mouth. That sounded terrible, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then she goes gobbing all over the communal milk or creamer or whatever. What is the crack with that, by the way, America? Trying to get a coffee in America and you can't just get fresh milk. It's always this like creamer. This is a tangent that I have to go on because it's been bothering me. Red hot because it's come from a kettle, right? And then you put enough milk in it that you can drink it pretty quickly. In America, they give you creamer, which somehow makes the water hotter. I'm not really sure how that works. So you're sitting with this coffee for 6 hours before you're actually able to drink it. And they're also not in Irish steaming mugs, which you can get in the side chat, so they don't taste as good. Shameless plug.
This is so
I can't believe she did that.
Can I help you guys?
We need to do some public records in a couple minutes, but I think we're okay right now. Do you need anything?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. You guys are so nice over here.
We try to be.
Thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome.
Oh, what do you guys do in this office?
This is planning and zoning codes.
So where would I get an application for, let's say,
I'll take it with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love how they snipped the application thing because you just know it wasn't a job application.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It's the juvenile laughing as well. It's like, you're so funny. What? Oh, you son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me have another listen to that part.
So where would I get an application for, let's say,
I'll take it with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
this isn't decaf, is it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if the coffee that you just janked from the fucking employees' room, probably their own milk, as Edward's pointing out here. Like, you just janked that free coffee, stole it, if you will. It depends on who owns the coffee. Maybe the city owns the coffee, but the milk that you just contaminated with your own mouth juice probably belonged to the employees. That, madam, is theft. Potentially, I don't know. Or is it a case that because they're city employees that everything they own is something that you own? I don't know. Is that how that works? I mean, you wouldn't know. You probably never held down a job in your whole fucking life. But anyway, before we go on, just let me grab these super chats. Bacon Head Eating for Fun for £2 says, Stub City. That's where they're from. Mouth Milk City is where they're from. Jane Doe has become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. Paul Rumore for $4.49 says, why do frauditors have laughters like MAGA supporters? I wonder what's the like, not that I'm not too bothered about, you know, what the political leanings of these people are, but I wonder if there's a correlation between what side of the aisle they tend to sit on or not. I wonder. Just an interesting question. And then we have Bacon Head for $2 says, I'm going to need more Guinness. You'd always need more Guinness, to be fair, especially when you're dealing with arseholes like this. Just don't leave it in your fridge because she'll put her mouth all over it, especially if you work for the city. Sally Skellington says, no, we bought the coffee too. There you go. Like, I mean, I don't know if I ever bought, like the coffee myself at work. Sometimes they kind of supplied it, but definitely if you wanted fancy Starbucks milk, and you didn't expect it to be lipped on by this potential herpes spreader, I don't know, according to Christina anyway, you never know, then yeah, you kind of have to pay for it yourself. And as far as I sees it, that's theft. Who's getting timed out? Guys, careful now, all right? Don't be timing people out unnecessarily because I'll have to take... I'm guessing that was accidental, so please don't be timing people out unless there's an absolute reason for it. Leave people say whatever they want to say in the side chat, be it about me, be it about anybody else. All right, as long as it's reasonable. Yeah, just from looking at what's being timed out, it looks like that was totally accidental. So apologies for that. Okay, hold on. Let me just resolve that real quick. Sorry now, guys. I need to just sort this out really fast because I think whoever's doing that is doing it by accident. And I'll just remove the moderator wrench for now, and then I'll be able to put it back on later if that person's just doing it looks like it's by accident. So no worries there. It's all good. Okay, so that's a very interesting question. So an interesting comment. Read the Room Hypocrite says for $2. And now, before I read this out, I will just say I don't know the details of it, so I don't want to say anything because I just don't know. But Read the Room Hypocrite for $2 says Child Protective Services has investigated her. What I would say is that it's not too hard for somebody to get Child Protective Services to investigate somebody in the States. I've seen it with my own eyes a couple of times. So I wouldn't really read too far into that, unless, of course, if you do have any specifics about it, then I'll happily look at that. But I don't actually know what that's about. So I appreciate you pointing that out, though. But I don't actually know what that's about. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Thank you for that, though. Cheers, Peggy. Oh, she is obnoxious, Katie. You're absolutely right.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name's Brittany Chris.
Brittany, thank you, Brittany.
I have a card up there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for your help. You have a wonderful day, hon.
You guys too. Happy New Year.
You too.
Ah, it's just the smugness.
This is awesome.
She'd come here from now on instead of Starbucks.
Oh, yeah, because it's free there because you're using the fucking employees' milk, now mouth milk. Some poor bastard is going to go in and drink a coffee with her mouth juice all over it. God only knows what'll be floating in that coffee. No offense. I don't know this chick. I don't know where she's been, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I genuinely don't. But when you don't know where someone or something has been, treat it with caution. And if that someone or something puts their lips all over your stuff, wait, I need to rephrase that. Their lips all over your milk. Again, I probably need to rephrase that a little bit. You know what I'm getting at here. You treat it with caution. It is very safe to call her a langer. She's the epitome of a langer here in Cork. Usually langer is reserved for men, but she's got a special place on the ladder of langers. She is a langer. Top tier weapons grade langer. Charlie Welch for $5 says Pulitzer Prize or Pulitzer Prize winning journalist for the YouTube Times. Welcome back, pal. Great to see you, Charlie Welch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she'll be winning any Pulitzer Prizes. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I've heard it 500,000 times. Tony's House, good to see you. Or is it Shouse? Tony Shouse, good to see you. No, you were spot on. That is the perfect example of a langer. There's no question about it. So Summer says, I'm shocked she didn't grab a Tupperware full of someone else's leftover lunch. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Let me see here now. Okay, so no, we can't move on from that, Helen. It's so gross. It's so gross. Like, I mean, I was only pissed that she was going in there stealing people's fucking milk and like coffee and stuff. I'm surprised she didn't go along the lines of eating somebody's lunch or, I don't know, using somebody's toothbrush the way she was going. But yes, she is also a gowl, Diarmid, 100%. But anyway, moving on. Excuse me. Me too, Helen.
Standard operational procedures. HR? Okay. And where do I put records request in for your police department? HR? Okay, where is HR?
She can't even spell HR.
Okay, what do you guys do over here? You're the police? Oh, sweet.
Absolutely flaky. That's a great idea.
Yes, so I was looking for a large iced coffee, but I found some hot coffee, so. Thank you. You too.
You too, man.
There's coffee upstairs, guys. I don't know.
Did you notice something? Wasn't that open a moment ago?
Oh, it was.
So where's HR?
I think this is HR. Oh, I went to PD to ask for the standard operational procedures. They told me to come over here. Okay. Is it like a form
That's
or?
true,
Okay.
To get the SOP, the form.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, a lot of departments don't have it online. West Palm had a couple, but there's what, 10 out of hundreds or something available online. I know almost every single one I've looked up, you can't find it right off whip, which in my opinion should be public. It should be on their website. This is the way that they should operate. But
Well, hold on. You don't get to choose what way they operate. They may or may not. I'm not sure. It depends on what the information you're talking about is here. But it's not, it doesn't matter how you think it should work. There is a facility for you to be able to get that information, which is that you apparently have to go into HR to clarify what that information is. You don't like that, tough shit, basically. You know what I mean? It should be this, it should be that. Well, maybe they should send a pamphlet out to everybody with that information on it, just in case by chance some jobless lout wants to read it. If indeed they can read, as a lot of you claim that you can't when you're given something in writing. So it's kind of one of those like in between things. Absolute cockbags, the whole lot of them. Anyway, fucking hell. These people are painful, man. I was so wrong about these people. Baconhead eating for fun for £5 says they're acting like they're 12 years old and not their age. Exactly. It's all the all right, fucking Beavis and Butthead, chill. You know what I mean? Paul Rumor for 179 says cloud chasers, 100%. Like they're not actually doing anything of any value, are they? This is how it should work. Well, nobody gives a shit what you think. How about that? Fucking nobody. Rody, oh shit, that's hard. Rody Ray, I think, for $5 says, "Fuck me, I missed this and your voice. Beard respects beard." Fucking A. Kate always wins. TTU, Irish Demon Army. While we're at it, Irish Demon Army in the side chat. Let's get some more of those defamation shamrocks. It kind of keeps me going. You know what I mean? It's like Irish cannabis. Let's do it. Then we got Barry Hancock says, "Hey, Demon, good to see you, Barry Hancock. Hope you're doing really well out there, my friend. We need God in America again." For $2 says, 3 guys, 1 girl, knee pads. Do you mean they're going to play hockey? Is that, or gardening? Are they going to be gardening maybe? Laying cement? I'm not really sure. I think I know what you were getting at. WDWLTV, great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing really well out there. Says every person with a phone now is a journalist. At least they think they are. Most of them can't even spell phone or journalist. Oh, yeah, I bet. Either she was a mean girl in school or she was picked on by the mean girls in school. It's one or the other. Yeah, I'm seeing all those defamation shaman. Oh, Gypsy Purple, good to see you. Luna Wolf. Who else we got here? Peggy, Nana J, Matt Beckley, Gypsy Purple again. That's a lot of defamation shamrocks. And Epiphany says, "Smash that button, folks. Smash that like button, folks." I watched a little bit of Chili's stream earlier. I haven't really been looking at him lately because it just couldn't be arsed, right? And yeah, it's been something. I called it. I told you. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people said that he was going to end up going on this whole, intermittent fasting, like fucking ketogenic diet shit, right? It's like, yeah, dude, you're only about 6 years too late. Only about 6 years too late. Dear McCostello, the fake Irishman, because he lives in Dublin, in the side chat, puts up a picture of a shamrock. That's the one with the 3 leaves on it. Says shamrock. And the 4 leaves is a clover, not a shamrock. I actually have a video about that, believe it or not. Go into my shorts. Behave yourselves. Go into my short video section and you'll see I actually have a video where I was mocking this asshole who was like, he's got these shamrocks, but they're actually lucky clovers. And I was like, yeah, this, and I happen to have both shamrocks and clovers growing outside. Now, technically speaking, a shamrock is actually a clover. The word shammer og literally means young clover. So he's technically not wrong. But he was like, were they the regular kind or the lucky kind? It was fucking priceless. Anyway, so moving on.
I know almost every single one I've looked up, you can't find it right off whip, which in my opinion should be public. It should be on their website. This is the way that they should operate. But they
Sorry, I missed
West Palm had a couple, but there's what, 10 out of hundreds or something available online. I know almost every single one I've looked up, you can't find it right off whip, which in my opinion should be public. It should be on their website. This is the way that they should operate, but they don't do it.
Well, that's what happens anytime that you have corruption. Or you want them to hide, they want to hide.
They don't want the public to know how they're supposed to do things. They try to vary
They
it.
don't want you to know that you can record and that you can have free speech and that you can carry.
Maybe it's because, and I mean this with the greatest respect in the world, nobody gives a shit Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because the vast majority of people have jobs and kids and lives to live and don't need to go to the local town hall to express their First Amendment right potentially to film. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, nobody actually gives a shit. That's why they're not wasting time putting it on their website. The information is there. If you want it, you can go find it for yourself. I know you guys are not most of that kind of stuff, but you have that option to do it, auditors, if you want to, because the vast majority of members of the public don't give a shit. They don't care. If they want to film somewhere, they're just going to do it. Nobody's actually going to get in trouble for it, usually, even if it was illegal. They're just going to fucking do it. So nobody actually cares. Why waste bandwidth on it? Except to laugh at it, of course.
I hope their creamer wasn't expired.
Yeah, it was funny. The torso opened to the kitchen, so she helps herself to the fridge and the creamer and starts. And the lady comes over. Can I help you with something? No, not right now. She got what.
Oh my god, you're so cool. So she went over. She held herself to the creamer. Yeah, nobody gives a shit. You look like an idiot for doing that. You look like an asshole for doing it. Emily Cowsland's become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. I really do appreciate that.
She needed, but maybe in a moment.
No.
There were all.
She's so delighted with herself right now. And it's because she's done this stupid, childish fucking thing. And these boys here, these manlets are all like, oh my god, you're so funny. No, you're fucking not. You stole somebody's milk and you put your mouth on it. What kind of shit is that? How is that in any way funny? You're just an arsehole. Quite simply. You know what I'm saying? I pity that poor creamer. That poor creamer has to live with that experience for the rest of its life. Kidnapped and mouthed on by this person. Now, I don't know anything about her. I don't know. She might be gross as hell. She might be the cleanest, nicest, most perfectest lady in the world. But she steals creamer. She's a dirty creamer stealing, mouth putting on bottle bitch. Oh, that was a bit harsh. I don't mean to call her a bitch. Maybe she is. I'm not leaving it go, Lisa. I'm not leaving it go. It's too far. Stealing it was one thing. Putting their lips on it was another thing. That's outrageous. If I did that, if I went to my mom's house right now and pulled the milk out of the fridge and just straight up mouthed it, you know what I'd get? A left hook. That's what I'd get. So I'm not letting it go. She did it on the internet, man. Peggy S has become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. Really appreciate that. Matt Beckley, I totally agree, but I'm not putting that up on the screen. Paul Rumor for 179 says, just for defamation shamrocks. Thank you so much indeed. Just for them. I was like, I love you dearly, my Scottish brother. However, there's a lot more than 4 shamrocks there, okay? So I think that's what you meant. But thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Colin Cochran says, all these plebs hanging around her, hoping she'll pick one of them. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not reading that part out, but you all see it on the screen. Baconhead eating for fun for $2 says, this is the way to be stupid. If you want to be stupid, if that is what your goal is, then straight up watch these people's videos and emulate them. Oh, hello, puppies. Hello, puppies. They decided to come say hello.
I hope their creamer wasn't expired.
Yeah, it was funny.
I hope the creamer was expired. Teach a feckin' lesson when you're welded to the toilet bowl tonight after stealing someone else's creamer.
Their creamer wasn't expired.
Yeah, it was funny. The torso opened to the kitchen, so she helps herself to the fridge and the creamer and starts. And the lady comes over. Can I help you with something? No, not right now. She got what she needed, but maybe in a moment.
No.
There were lollipops too, if you guys need.
They were seeded pitted grapes. I need mine sliced for you.
Okay?
Oh,
Thank
what
you.
happened to your arm?
I had shoulder surgery.
Oh, feel better.
Thank you.
But you need 3 guys to fan you while you're eating those grapes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We should walk back upstairs to the mayor's where it says, come on in, we're open, to that lady that says, I heard a commotion.
Yeah.
Well, she's having a meeting right now, so.
You're gonna like that video on your phone of you being scared. It was better on yours than mine.
Don't say asshole.
I'm happy I did it after you used the little ladies' room.
I pissed my pants. All right, thanks.
So, yeah, that was not the craziest video I've ever seen. But without a doubt, that is a prime example of the entitlement of these people. Like, I've always said, I'm like, if you want to film cops or public servants, whatever, go for it. Like, if that's what you're all about and you're legally allowed to do it and you do it respectfully, not that you legally have to, but if you do that and you're respectful about it, then more power to you. You know, I think people should just ignore you and that's fine. But this is a prime example of the entitlement of people like this, not just because it's a woman, as I've seen some people say, not because, you know, she's got this crowd of meth head simps around her. None of that stuff. It's just because of the way she's acting. Go in, film them, whatever. But going in and taking their milk, you're taking their milk from their fridge. Not only that, madam, you're taking their milk from their fridge and you're putting your dirty lips on it. And I don't care who you are. If I don't know you, your lips are dirty. You should always just be the go-to. Your lips are dirty. Anyway, so that's that side of the video. I hope you enjoyed that as much as she enjoyed somebody else's milk. Anyway, Mark the sarcastic law student for $2. Good to see you, Mark. For $2 says petty super chat for the crack and a load of defamation shamrocks. Now, you all know my favorite type of super chats are petty ones because pettiness is, some people might say it's just plain petty and it's nasty and unnecessary. I say it is absolutely awesome. Pettiness is beautiful. It helps me sleep at night. Baconhead eating for fun for £2 says, I pity the creamer that went into her mouth. Me too. That's what I'm saying. That Starbucks creamer's got PTSD now. I hope you realize that. That it did nothing to no one. All it was there for. Its one job in the world was to make somebody's coffee milky and delicious. And then out of nowhere, this lassie over here decides, I know what I'll do. I'll steal it, first of all, and then pop my big dirty face hole on it. Not cool, man. Not cool. Anyway, I'm not bothered by it, evidently. Good to see you, Frank Perry. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We Need God in America again has become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. Really appreciate that. And Paul Rumor Fraser for $4.49 says, just four is just four. And us Scots and Irish moms did not raise us that badly. Right. Because we would have got a whooping. We would be buried in the garden before being allowed out. That's absolutely true. Like, I mean, if you went mouth milking the way, oh shit, that was a terrible choice of words. Milk mouthing, maybe? That's questionable. Oh shit. You know what I mean? Why do I need to make up words for it? Why not just say it as it is? If, as a child, I decided to go and drink milk from the bottle and I was caught, I would have been caught with a left hook. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Alrighty. Thank you so much for that. And Phil for $4.99 says, I bet if she wasn't with Carl from Sling Blade's brother, wow, she won't act this way. And a load of shamrocks. You know what? I think she's just an arsehole. I know, Matt, that was such a bad choice of words. Oh, that was such a bad choice of words. Solar Summer says, keep up that back pedal. Whoops. I really didn't mean it that way. Like, it was, you know what I mean? Like, see, this is indicative of my what would you say? My innocence, my sweet, soft innocence that I would never have thought of those dirty words like Christina and others. How very dare you all? I'm looking at you, Charlie Welch. You're one of the worst. No, you're awesome. All right, okay, so let's get on to the next video because we're running out of time here. This video
on November 8th, 2000
was on November 8th, apparently. So this is from, I think it was Code Blue Cam. So the cops go to this dude's house, right? So I'll explain briefly what's going on here. So in case I need to flick through or whatever. So this guy here with the glasses on had some stuff in a backpack. It was stolen. He had one of those Apple, what do they call those tracker things in the backpack. And then they followed said backpack to this other guy's gaff where they found the backpack. And the cops wanted to go in and search the house. And they asked for permission. The guy said yes. And then his sister came along tripping, basically. Tripping.
They don't want anything of it. It was at this house right here. I mean, it's kind of bugged around. But her and I drove here and it's been... I don't know. I mean, I looked in the grass,
get a cup like this?
out the window, but I can't find anything. I tried to ping it and play a sound. Yeah, I can't. It's not in the grass. I can't ping it.
Can you just show me the ping again? Just kind of where it's.
Usually it's right there, but before it was right over here, so it's kind of been jumping back and forth. I don't know if somebody's moving it around.
What kind of iPad is it?
It's a backpack.
Oh, backpack?
Yeah, it's like a black military like combat bag.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, like
what's in it that you're tracking?
an air tag. So I don't know, if, you know what an air tag is, right? I don't know if somebody might have thrown out the window. I wouldn't care if they took like the shaving cream. I wouldn't care. Like it's a travel bag, so I wouldn't care if they took anything else. But there's a food like binder in there. Yeah. It has like my banking information, my notes, my military documents. Like I need that binder. I don't care about
Okay. I mean, it could very well just be in the garbage. Sounds like somebody answered the door though.
The resident was later identified as.
I should just give a heads up, right, that there's a lot of swearing in this. So if anybody is, saddened by swearing, you're not going to fucking like this, basically.
I actually don't. I have neighbors, and he told me that he talked to them.
Okay. These neighbors over here?
Or these ones. I don't know. He came to this house.
Oh yeah, the air tag is going right here.
What? At this address, it can be.
That's not bad. I was cleaning my car out. But
Actually, that's a very good point. One Scotsman on top of another. Oh, fuck. See, the innocence. Alan says, headphone warning, wait for the sister. Okay, not just headphone warning, neighborhood warning. Your whole neighborhood is going to be pissed if this is played loud. I'm just saying. She gets super angry. Like super angry. I don't think I've ever seen anybody this angry over nothing. Not over nothing, but not over nothing. You get me? Anyway, Paul Rumore, the other Scotsman that was under the other Scotsman, for 179 says, you were never innocent, demon, nor I, brother. Yeah, you might be right there. That might have been a bit of a porky pie. Chili calls Skeptic and Irish Demon Daddy, says TTU IDA. Oh, yeah. My mom got me a thing for my background. Wait till you guys see that, by the way. It's going to be class.
All right. Like I said, I don't know why it would be popping up here. Like I said, the neighbors, anybody else in this area, the only one here I know what is in this house, and there's definitely no backpack in here.
All right, just I might come back to chat with you. Just think tight.
Spoiler alert, there was a backpack in there. Further spoiler alert, it was the other guy's backpack, not this guy's one. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
They searched the garbage cans outside Mario's house and discovered several empty purses and wallets.
Oh, what a coincidence. I wonder if perhaps he had stolen them all. Never.
962. Can you advise, were any purses or brown wallets taken from these vehicles? These garbage cans are full of purses and brown wallets. There's credit cards here too.
Are you guys allowed to look through my property?
Hey, garbage? Yeah.
While the officers were waiting outside the house, an uninvolved female pulled into the driveway.
I should just correct the narrator there. Was uninvolved, became involved, became really, really involved. I don't know how, but sorry for pausing again so quickly, but how do you drive up angry? Like slowly, but you could just know, that she's going to be angry by the way she pulled in. She pulled in like, oh, yeah, you'll see, watch it again. You know exactly what I mean.
Pulled into the driveway.
Right?
What's going on? What's going on? I just want to know what's going on because I drove by and I seen y'all searching through my brother's trash can, so I'm just wondering what's going on. Well, someone's got to let me know what's going on. Can you tell me what's going on?
Do you live here?
I come here often and I drove by and see you guys searching my brother's garbage can, so I am just wondering what's going on.
Okay,
and
well,
there's cars out here.
If you don't live here, you don't need to know right now.
Actually, I do. Mario, what's going on?
10-4, you have enough, can you run her?
The female was later identified as 22-year-old Chertisha Camacho.
Who are these people?
They're the ones who called us.
Okay, so they don't live
Henry,
here.
Literally final warning. If you're wearing headphones right now, turn it down. I mean it.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
So
why I just wrote past
he had
you
a
guys
bag
and searched
stolen.
my brother's
Will you let
garbage
me talk?
can.
Will you let me talk?
I actually been asking y'all to talk since I pulled up here. So
Well,
yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
So he had a bag stolen from his car last night. Had an air tag in it. Air tag places it somewhere between these two houses.
I wonder how.
So
You know who lives in other houses?
we're talking with them right now. We're gonna go next door, but the air tag shows
Okay,
it right
that's
here.
fine, but don't go searching through my brother's garbage can for
It's public
y'all don't have the
property.
right to do that.
That's
And y'all
public
know
property.
better than that because y'all are police officers.
We
Don't
have
do
the-
no
we
like
have
that
the
without his
authority to
permission.
do it.
Straight up.
We have the authority
It's really
to
that.
search the garbage.
No, you don't. Now without my brother's permission, you don't. That's illegal in a. I can't even search my neighbor's garbage can. So I know
Why
you
would you
can't
want to
search
search
my
your
brother's
neighbor's
garbage
garbage can?
Don't do nothing like that without his permission. Thank you.
Okay. So what are we doing right now?
Here.
Due to the AirTag ping location and marijuana odor coming from the house, officers found it reasonable to make entry and make sure there were no other residents.
Alright, who else is home right now, Mario? Just you? Alright, I'm gonna have you step out.
Are you?
Have a seat for me. I'm gonna be securing the residence.
Why do I feel like Chili De Castro would have made this a whole lot better?
The residence smells like weed, and we're gonna be applying for a search warrant. Is there anybody else home? Okay, have a seat.
Is there anything I can do?
Have a seat for me right now. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, Tisha. Hey, Tisha. Police department. Make yourself known if you're in here. Do it now. Hey, they said they smell good.
Now, just to be clear from the outset, when it comes to weed, I don't think weed should be illegal. I never have and never will. Along with alcohol, I think, it should not be illegal. It's a stupid thing that it is. But nonetheless, where they live, evidently it is. And it has now opened the door figuratively and literally for the police to be able to enter. But fuck this guy, stealing people's bags, man. And stupid enough then to put those stolen items in the bin outside his gaff.
I don't smell no weed, so y'all can
Stay
get
out here. Stay out. Stay
I don't
out.
smell weed. My brother
Stay
don't
out.
smoke weed.
Stay
So did
out.
y'all check the neighbor's house if y'all smell weed?
Stay out.
Her brother looks so baked right now. Don't try to tell me he's not smoking.
No, sir. Y'all don't have the right to do that. There's no scent of weed in this house. Do y'all want to come and smell? Do y'all want to come and smell?
We're recording right now.
Does someone else want to come and smell?
That's true,
My
though.
brother
That is
don't
true.
smoke weed, so it don't smell like weed in here.
Stay out.
Get out of my brother's house before I call a motherfucking lawyer. Sir, don't grab
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, that's fine. They don't have the right to do this. Smell Mario's house. It don't smell like weed in there. No,
Stay out of the house.
Justin, just go get
Go back in the car.
Justin,
Get
go
back
get
in
the
the
car.
car.
I'm gonna get
Now.
right back out. Cause that's some weird. They just doing this so they can go search his fucking
Good to
house.
see you, Lana.
They don't. Y'all don't have the right to search his
Have a
house.
seat.
I will. Y'all don't gotta grab me up like that.
On a scale of 1 to Jim Leahy, I don't want to find out.
Y'all do not have the right, Mario. Tell them that they don't have the right.
Back in the car.
Not to go in the house for it.
Right now, we're securing the house.
Tell them right now. Just don't be mad. Just tell
I
them.
have the right to go in my house.
We are
Without a
securing the
search
house.
warrant. Tell them that, Mario. Tell them that. Tell them. They do not have the right to go into your house without a search warrant. Mario, if they had the right, they would already be searching
And we
it.
cannot let you back in the house right
That's
now.
fine,
Hey,
Mario,
I own
but
this.
tell
This is
them.
my house.
Mario.
Mario is straight up Snoop Dogg high right now. Try tell me that kid is not baked right now.
He said,
Listen. Shut up and listen, boy.
he didn't say search.
Shut up.
No, it's not a search.
Tell them
We're
they
not,
do not have
ma'am.
the right to search
Listen.
the house without a search
We're
warrant.
not searching
And they
the
need to
house.
wait.
We are not searching the house.
Fucking
Well, you
right,
guys were
bud.
just in there without his permission after we told you not to be in there. Stop.
Her head's gonna fall off if she keeps doing that. They're allowed to go in there and clear the house to make sure that there's nobody in there while they wait for a search warrant. Now, again, I don't particularly agree with the knock I smell weed bullshit. Personally, that's just me. But yeah, no, they do have the right to go in there in that scenario. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it, but you don't know who's inside. You don't know what potential dangers there are. It raises a lot of questions. It raises more questions than it answers sometimes. But yeah, no, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Anyway, moving on.
Break your motherfucking laws, and this would be a lot simpler. If y'all leave, this would be solved way simpler without y'all here. Y'all searching shit y'all ain't got no reason to be searching.
You check the bathroom right quick.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying
My
to do,
brother's
but
on
right
the
now,
outside and
Go check the
everything.
bathroom right
Y'all
quick.
sitting there trying to take advantage of somebody that don't even know how to move.
I do not, Dennis.
But right now we're waiting on another officer because things are kicking off way too much, man.
Perceived authority, they absolutely do. It depends on the state. It depends state to state. In Ireland, it might be a little bit different. We have slightly different laws here, obviously. But no, they in the scenario here, they have a right to enter if they believe a crime is being committed in sight. Now, I don't believe, in my opinion, that having like possessing or using cannabis should be a crime. I genuinely do not believe that. I think it's ridiculous. I don't think any government should really be able to regulate what an adult decides to use. That's just my view. But I would say that they do have the right to clear the house if they believe a crime is being committed. Now, we can argue about whether or not we believe it is a crime. Simple fact of the matter is, if you and I agree that it's not a crime or shouldn't be a crime, is immaterial. The letter of the law there would be that. Now, I can have a look at it. It doesn't really matter right now because it's not really the subject, but definitely something I'd be willing to look into.
Y'all doing too much. Mario, just sit down. Sit down. Because I'm not trying to get them to think that you and Justin are sitting here in handcuffs because I told them their job. These motherfuckers know the law. They know better. I shouldn't have to tell them that. And then they put me in handcuffs because I told them right from motherfuckers wrong. Like, I shouldn't even have to say that to y'all.
Listen, you got it.
Is y'all body cameras on?
Listen, no, what they said was
that's all I really need to know
Correct.
right now.
Todd, that's absolutely
to make
right.
sure ain't no humans.
I should have clarified that, actually. That's a very good point to say. Todd says that they have the right to clear the house of people, but they cannot use anything they see as evidence in court unless they have a warrant. If I remember correctly, there was some case law about this. Quite recently, there was case law about it that came up in some big case where they weren't allowed to use certain evidence that they found, but there was some that they were allowed to use because of how vital it was. There was something about it. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I looked at that. Perceived authority said they can use the tracker info to obtain a warrant, but that's it. Not true. So if they smell cannabis in the house, then they have got the right to go in and get a search warrant for that too. Again, depending on the state, because obviously it's legal in some states, illegal in others. Then you have the whole federal crime, because it's technically still a federal crime. So if they were federal police or whatever, there's a whole load of ways. These people can get around this stuff. That's the reality of it. I'm not saying it's right at all. In fact, I disagree with a lot of the shit that goes on. But unfortunately, that is what happens. So anyway.
Is y'all body cameras on?
Listen, no, what they said was
that's all I really need to know right now.
Sweep to make sure ain't no humans in this
Mario, we don't even
doing good, Jess. Hope you're doing well.
As long as you know, step out of Mario. Tell me to step out of your house.
Go look at. No, I'm watching. Go look at my
Mario. They don't have the right.
Can you put her in your
Mario? Yep. Mario, because you see they trying to take me to jail because they Mario, they can't get into your house. The only reason they're in there is because you told them to go in the bathroom. I swear to God, Mario, if you tell them to get out the house, they can't.
After a brief search of the home, an officer discovered the stolen backpack in the bathroom.
Go in there. They're taking me to jail.
Stop resisting.
The fact they can't go in your house by the first one.
Stop.
No, I'm just
Stop.
That's in the bathroom. Okay.
So what's in the bathroom?
He's trying to stop me.
Resisting. Stay back.
Let's see where's.
Stay back. Get back. Spread
Dude,
your feet.
I'm just yelling, dude. I'm just yelling.
I'm just up here.
If you're going to interfere with an investigation, you are
I'm not
going to
interfering.
identify
That's
yourself.
the thing. I'm just recording.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You're detracting
recording.
from our ability to conduct this
No,
investigation.
he has mental problems. I'm trying to let y'all know.
Now is the time where you're under arrest. You're going to get searched.
That's fine, but under arrest for
Stop
what?
moving.
Sir, one.
Now, this genius that was talking there a minute ago, I believe that's her boyfriend, and there's like a stink of weed coming out of his car. Big mistake.
2, 3. What am I under arrest
Stop
for?
moving.
Are you gonna tell
Right
me?
now is resisting. That's what you're under
I'm
arrest
not,
for.
because I'm not moving. I'm just talking. So I'm just asking you, what am
I asked you to come over to the
what
car.
am I being arrested for? Why am I in handcuffs?
I think I can still hear her.
Y'all gonna tell me that?
Protect y'all motherfucking city. That's it, man. I'm finna get in the car, bro. Please leave me alone, bro. Real fucking talk. Get away from me, bro. Why did you get involved in me?
What's going on here? I've been having a hard time since I came up here.
Get you searched
Can I
in the
talk
back
real
of the
quick?
car.
You can see all
All
day.
right, that's fine. But listen,
When
when I
hard it is
came,
for me to talk to you, you're yelling over
it's
me.
hard to talk when no one's letting me speak.
Because now isn't the time to talk.
No.
Now is the
Because
time.
you're not speaking, though. You're screaming at them. That's why nobody wants to listen to you, lady.
Mom, what the f? I have the right to talk.
Sit down, please.
Y'all put me in handcuffs because y'all don't want me telling my brother that y'all don't have the right to go into his house without a search warrant. But
That's
what am
where
I
you're
being
wrong, little
arrested
lady.
for?
Told
What
her
am I
I was
being?
resisting.
Why am I in a handcuff? Why am I in handcuffs?
Because you're not listening.
Because I'm yelling. I don't have to listen to y'all.
Yes,
I'm a
you
grown
do.
woman. I can yell if I want to.
It's her party,
Y'all
and
weren't
she can
listening
cry
when
if she
my brother
wants
said
to.
not to go in this house for a. I don't even know.
Well, hold on. He did say go in his house. He literally said you can go and check in the bathroom.
Writing a search warrant.
My brother told y'all not to go in his house.
We have a right to freeze the scene. We're not searching.
That's fine.
So we're writing a search
fine,
warrant.
But y'all gotta tell me what I'm in handcuffs
Adam's rant.
for.
You're in
Spot on.
handcuffs because you're not listening and you're arrested for resisting.
Y'all wasn't trying to. It'll be fine. I drive by and these motherfuckers searching my brother's garbage can. I pull in. Why y'all searching my brother's garbage can? I asked that at least 4 times. Neither one of the officers wanted to respond to me.
He had a bag stolen from his car last night. Had an air tag in it. Air tag places it somewhere between these two houses.
So then I get to asking my brother what's going on. Then I start asking the other people who called the police what's going on. They get to telling me what's going on. Now he wants to butt in and tell me what's going on. Hello, y'all don't have the right to search my car. You do not have the right to search my car on my son. I will be pressing charges. That's on my son.
How's your son doing these days then? Because I wonder how that turned out.
The same lawyers that's fighting my little baby brother's case for him being killed in a crash are going to be the same motherfuckers that's going to be doing this for me.
Does anybody know? Because I haven't had a chance to actually look into this because, yeah, I downloaded this video the day it came out and then I had a load of shit to do. But does anybody know what happened to her brother? Because I actually don't know the story. So if anybody can let me know, I just wonder. I just wonder what the situation was there and what lawyers were working on it and that kind of thing.
Mario, let me explain to you what's going on, okay? I know there's a lot going on here. Unless you've already explained.
I was just doing that, finishing it up.
Showed up here, okay? The air tag was popping here, all right? Open the door, smells like weed, okay? That gives me the right, by law, to secure the residence for the application of a search warrant, which I will be doing, okay? That means I can go inside, secure you and any persons that would be in there. The residence is secure, okay? In that
Perceived authority. Sorry, let me just actually just respond to this. Says, we do know that you can't be arrested for resisting, right? I don't know about being arrested for it. You can certainly be charged for it. So yeah, I would say that charge probably gets tacked on. Jess Carus has become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate that. No, she does. You're absolutely right. It does seem that this lady does have some issues. Absolutely. But anyway, let's watch on.
At Cursory Protective Sweep, we located our backpack that you said wasn't there. Okay, obviously that's an issue we will address when we get to it. Okay, obviously you've probably been doing some things that you're not supposed to be doing. Okay, part of how we can approach this type of issue now is I can absolutely continue to proceed and apply for that search warrant, and if the judge approves it,
Sorry, that changes things. Christina says her brother was in a high-speed police pursuit and was killed in the accident he caused. Now, I had a feeling that was going to be what this story was. Now, obviously, I don't have any evidence of that right now, but I had a feeling. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the way she's acting, the way this guy, like this young fella here, he's higher than the fucking Sputnik at the moment. But apparently he's got nothing to do with weed and they found a lot of weed stuff in the house. So, you know, but either way, look, her younger brother died. It's sad that happened. If it is the case that he caused the accident, anybody know his name? If you know his name, I'll look it up. But yeah, I just don't know. But I had a feeling about that. I haven't looked into it. I really don't know. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how we go with this. Right, let me just grab real quick. Just gonna grab a couple of these. Super chats real quick. Paul Room Moore says, Kale Surprise. What a surprise. Absolutely. Idol 8 for Idol 8, I like that. For $5 says she got diarrhea of the mouth, constipation of the brain. Absolutely. And while we're talking about such things, she's also a hemorrhoid. Pain in the ass and hard to get rid of. Roddy Ray for $5 with a whole load of defamation shamrock says, defamation shamrock, and yes, you got my name right. Awesome. I usually get it wrong as hell. But anyway, Paul Rumor for $4.49 says, spoiler alert, once property's in the trash outside, you don't need warrant or permission. Exactly. Peggy Harkness for $5 says she uses more profanities than when I broke my foot. I hope your foot's better, by the way. And Mr. Binglesworth for $10 says, sent email about Shield. I forgot last time. I will check that here as soon as I'm done. Thank you so much for that. And I can't wait to see that. Frauditor Watch has become a new member. Great to see a Frauditor Watch. J Mac is in the house, lads and lassies. All right, let's move on.
This residence. The alternative to that is, with your consent, I can also search this residence. Obviously, we know we're going to find a backpack. That's mainly what we're here for, and probably could have avoided it if you would have just turned that over to begin with. But now we've gone obviously a little bit too far.
Me too.
Got your sister there.
Me too.
That got a little bit too vocal about things, even though we were 100% within our right. With that being said, I'm going to ask you.
Sorry, I have to. Very good with the Trailer Park Boys references. Thank you very much. One man's garbage is another man's good on garbage. And that, lads and lassies, is how you steal somebody's patio furniture.
Will you give us consent to search your...
Jerry Ann, great to see you. Happy New Year to you too. And thank you so much.
I don't care if you guys search it, just please do not mess.
I'm not going to help it.
Fucking right it is. I love when people get angry about me getting super chats. It makes me feel really warm inside. And I thank you all for them. It's what keeps these channels going. There's 600 of you right here now having a good time. If you are having a good time, leave a defamation shamrock in the side chat for Ams, whatever the fuck that person's name is. All about the chat money. Fucking right it is. Not all about the chat money. All about having the crack. That's what it's all about. Let's get some defamation shamrocks in the side chat if you're having a good time. Moving on. Oops, not moving on. Moving way backwards. Hold on. She starts screaming here again in a second. It's really funny when they start going at the other bloke.
I need to breathe. Can you please? Hey, can you please crack the door a little bit? Can you please crack the door a little bit? I need some fresh air in this handcuff. It was no reason for this handcuff to be on me so tight. I was not resisting. I was just yelling. I put my hands behind my back for them. I was just yelling there. I don't know why this handcuff is so tight on my wrist.
While speaking with Shartisha's boyfriend in the red car, police also detected a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle.
Thomas.
Me
too, buddy.
Get away from me, sir.
Me too.
Can you listen for a second?
Information, okay, Justin?
We need to identify you, and then you'll be able to go. Can I get your driver's license?
That's no problem. I don't even have my license. I'm not driving. Would you be willing to give him your information? Yes, I will.
I'll take your info.
Justin Johnson. I have no problem giving you my name. It's just I do not feel safe around you.
I understand. That's why I thought maybe you and I could
too aggressive for me.
Okay.
Like,
well,
for real.
Bryce, can I borrow your SWAT keys? I'm gonna roll the window down. Why? She just wants some air.
Oh, I've never seen ones like that before. That's awesome.
She starts screaming, it goes back up. What's your last name?
Can I get somebody else? I don't even like your attitude. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of
no, you're sexy beard and voice. That's what.
What's your last name?
Why is he talking to me?
Because
like
I'm tired of you guys not listening when I give you orders.
You guys, man, what do you mean?
Stop.
By you guys?
You and your sister. I'm gonna help you. Let me just. Yeah, you can handle it. Jesus Christ. Car reeks of weed. We're gonna let him leave.
Due to the strong smell, they found it suitable to be searched too.
That dude is a piece of shit. My son, dude.
Again, I don't think weed should be illegal. I truly don't. This is code blue, by the way, Raven. I don't believe weed should be illegal. I do not. I don't agree with people smoking and driving. That's just a personal thing. I know I wouldn't be able to smoke weed and drive safely. That's just me. Maybe some people can, but still, it is hilarious that they came up there causing all sorts of trouble, and then they both get their collars felt. Oh, that was just not a good idea at all. Attitude Shamrocks, good looking one. I didn't know I had a second channel. Jerry Ann, great to see you. I hope you're doing really, really well out there. Let me just grab these super chats real quick. This super chat from Jack Star for $10 says, I respect and admire your work. Thank you so much indeed. And really don't care to start any trouble. I will start all the trouble for you, my friend. Thanks, though. Don't take my wife, please. I shan't. We're private people. Thank you so much, Jackstar. Really appreciate that. And I'm sure that hurt loads of feelings. And that's awesome because I love pettiness. Anyway,
Ever
moving on.
catch this out here and he comes at me like that again, and I have my gun permit. Oh my God, dude, I swear to God, anything I'm in the rights to do is gonna happen. I don't want to yell. I never wanted to yell. I just wanted someone to listen to me talk. As soon as I start raising my voice and yelling, they're like grabbing me up, putting me in handcuffs,
Thank you so much,
roughing me around. It's like no reason to do that just because I'm yelling. No reason to do that. When if y'all would just calm down for a second and just listen to me and answer the one little basic question that I had, which is what is going on, then none of this would have happened. There was just straight up no reason to do me like that. I tried so hard to be a good person. I do my best. I swear to God, dude, I stay sharing posts on Facebook about the officers in this city do good. I don't even share bad about the police, bro. I swear to God, I don't, dude.
Well, she should obviously immediately be released from custody because she doesn't say bad shit about the cops on Facebook. I mean, that's evident. Like, if you went into court and said, Your Honor, I only share good stuff about the cops, not bad stuff, then you should be released immediately, obviously. That's how that works.
God, I never do no shit like that, but bro, I swear I can't do this no more because what the dude, I don't deserve to be treated like this, dude. I'm involved in the community and everything, bro. I donate, I do everything I can for this city, bro, and I study and treat you like Cindy, bro. I don't give a what the family done did. I'm just asking to be treated like a human, bro. Like what the I do to be pushed up against like.
All right, so I'm just trying to organize this as best as I can for you. So, a large majority of the property from your backpack was just located on Cleveland. It'll be back at the police department.
That bit's pretty boring and windy and shit. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's about to get real.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I don't have all day. It's okay.
All right, thank you.
The whole time I was just trying to get a question and point across.
Okay, well, I've explained to you what I can.
Okay, I know your job is done with. It's not your job to be nice to me anymore. Have a good day. I know you don't give a.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
There's no reason. No, I know you don't give a. Like, this is crazy because y'all don't understand. Like, there's no single reason why these cuffs should be on me. Swear to God, this is people kill themselves about. I try so hard for nothing.
That was one of my favorite songs growing up. Try so hard, get so far, but in the end, I got my ass arrested. I think that was the lyrics.
Anymore. Have a good day. I know you don't give a.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
There's no reason. No, I know you don't give a. Like, this is crazy because y'all don't understand. Like, there's no single reason why these cuffs should be on me. Swear to God, this is people kill themselves about. I try so hard for nothing.
Okay. Chillax. Yeah, now I'm convinced she didn't smoke any weed because, I mean, let's face it. Was it they say? 4 guys drink alcohol, they start a fight. 4 guys smoke weed, they start a band. This lady is something else.
Weird, dude. Weirdo. Piece of shit. I hope your motherfucking wife gets raped or she's getting down by a real and not you piece.
Now that is the part of the whole video that I hated the most. What a fucking horrible thing to say. I mean, it's horrifying that somebody would wish that on anybody.
Piece of shit, bitch. These motherfuckers don't even know they going to fucking hell.
You got 2 gloves? I'll help stuff to do the search here. I got some.
No! He is not supposed to be in my car! Ain't nobody supposed to be in my car! Okay, well, my son needs to be somewhere safe and get driven home safely.
He will.
Not by a police officer, because y'all motherfuckers can't be trusted.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way. I feel that way because of how you just hammered me the up against a car like I was really doing something other than yelling. Last name Price, I'm gonna remember that, and that's on my son.
Are you threatening me?
It's not a threat at all. So don't wonder weird like that. No one ever threatened you, ever.
I'm just making sure you understand that threatening a police officer is a felony, and I will charge it.
Like I said, I did not threaten you. Never would. I'm not stupid. I don't threaten anybody. Just in case anything happens to me, I need to know your last name.
Yep, there's 3 cameras on you right now, so.
That's fine, Mr. Price. All this because I asked the officer why they're going through my brother's trash and that they don't have the right to go into my brother's house without a search warrant.
Okay, lady, let's be real here now for a second, right? It's not like you walked up and was like, "Excuse me, good officer, may I inquire as to why you're looking through my brother's trash?" And just to inform you that you don't indeed have the right to do so. That's not what we saw now, is it? Not at all.
Like, that's just
They do.
basic, like,
What-
knowledge.
okay,
Everybody
okay,
knows
listen,
that.
listen.
So there's no reason to rough me up about
Can I
that.
can I explain it to you?
I'm really
Okay.
fighting y'all. Like, y'all motherfuckers could have choked me, killed me, and I would have never resisted.
Okay. Nothing even close to that happened.
Whatever.
See,
What happened
Sherry?
was y'all wanted to sit here and press as many charges as y'all can against everybody that's here to put everybody in jail and make us miserable because y'all mad that I know the law a little
Oh, did
bit.
she say that? Oh, fuck.
Done trying to explain it to you.
You ain't never tried to explain anything to
I've
me.
tried
When I
several
came up
times,
here
but
in
you
the
keep
first place, I was
talking.
asking for someone to explain
can I
something to me,
explain?
and it
Can I-
never got done.
Can I explain?
And then I
Can
got
see, you keep
thrown
talking
onto
over
the
me.
ground and because I said you need a search warrant to
No
go
one
into
ever
my
threw
brother's
you
house.
onto the
Well,
ground.
first of all, maybe if someone would have explained something to me, I would
Can
be
I-
a little more
can I explain
understanding
it
as
to
to
you
why
then?
you're going into his house. But no one ever decided to explain something to me because according to the
Nobody needs to explain shit to you. You got nothing to do with this, lady. I mean, come on, man. Like, it's none of her business. Just saying, it is absolutely none of her business. Blue Bear in the house. Great to see you, buddy.
officers that were here in the first place, I don't live here, so it's not my business.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, people who don't live here, have never been here, who's not related to anybody on this property is sitting in the driveway, though, no problem. Like, this is irritating, sitting here going through every thing in my car. Like, y'all clearly want to find something.
It reeks of marijuana.
Because, what the would you, why would it not?
Whoa, those eyes are crazy.
Why would it not?
I don't smoke in my house. And if it reeks of marijuana, what exactly are y'all looking for? 300 pounds of weed or what? Because the way y'all searching this is like
That's
y'all looking
not,
for.
I mean, that's really
staff.
not a threat, to be honest, Dennis. It's a horrible fucking thing to say. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a disgusting thing to say. And it is desperate that anybody would even think that that was an appropriate thing to say. However, wishing something on somebody isn't really a threat. It depends on how it's said, I'm sure. But just to be honest about it, because I do try to be as straight up and honest with any of this stuff as I can, that in and of itself isn't a threat. Now, if she said, I'm going to make sure somebody does that, that's a threat for sure. But saying, I hope you get a, paper cut, that's not me threatening to give you one. It's just me saying, I hope you get a paper cut. You see what I mean? So I get where you're coming from. It's absolutely abhorrent that she would even think of saying something like that. Was that a threat? I'll have a look at that before I get out of here. I've only got 10 minutes left before my premiere. Okay, so I do remember she said that about her concealed carry. That is potentially a threat. I'd have to listen to it again. But as for the stuff about the guy's wife, I wouldn't call that a threat. Horrible thing to say. Horrible fucking thing to say. But yeah, not a threat in that respect, in my opinion. Now, I mean, I'm open to different opinions, of course.
It's still illegal.
Checking my paint. I cannot wait to tell my clients about this.
Actually, I am going to be charging you with threatening because you threatened my wife earlier.
Fucking
Doing what?
I'm just letting you know I am going to at least recommend charges for threatening because you did threaten
Threaten
my
who?
family.
Who did I threaten? Who did I threaten?
My family.
I never threatened your family.
You said you hope my wife gets raped, so.
I hope in saying did I ever say I will or someone was gonna do it? Like, no.
I'm kind of with her on that one. Again, horrific thing to say. Like, I can't imagine anybody, much like Chili wishing bone cancer on kids. I can't imagine anybody having a frame of mind where they would wish that on anybody. It's just abhorrent to me, but not a threat, to be fair, to be just honest about it. Fucking trashy and horrible, but not a threat.
Hoping is one whole other fucking thing.
Well, it's still
wishing and praying and hoping is not the same as doing something or promising.
She is
threatening.
right, Tad.
Okay.
That is not the same thing. Like I said, y'all just sitting here trying to charge people
I
with
am
just
with
about
that one
everything
because I'm
and
thinking
anything
about
y'all
it.
can.
And I think that's fair.
No, it's really not fair. The fact that I pulled over and asked the officers what's going on, and instead of simply telling me what's going on, y'all sit here and wait for me to lose my temper and start yelling for y'all to handcuff me and push me around and roughhouse me like I'm some type of threatening boy. Y'all want me to leave here and be upset so that y'all can come back and arrest me for some other type of bullshit. Just so you know that's not gonna happen. I'm currently getting my life together so I can have lawyers and attorneys to people up in court like you, who like take advantage of people like me. Like if y'all don't want, you know, black people in this community, just say that.
This has nothing to do with your race.
Stop treating people like for no reason.
To be fair, right? So if that was the case, if what this lady is saying is correct, that it is because of the color of her skin or whatever the case may be, then they would have done the same shit to her brother, who I believe was charged with the theft of all that stuff. So that doesn't really comport with reality. You're the only one, so far as I can see it at this moment in time, that's locked up, which was purely because of your own actions. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of it. Big Daddy in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
And if that doesn't have anything to do with it, then why was people treating me like to begin with?
Hi there, Officer Price, Wausau Police with one female. Can you send people down too?
Yeah, send people down because I'm such a threat. My mouth is so scary. My lips are just gonna hop off my face and start beating people up, I guess.
Hey Trisha.
Yeah,
My name's Lori. I'm one of the officers upstairs. You gonna be decent with me if we go up?
I'm fine.
You're good? Okay.
Yes, I was never a threat.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna be in my custody now. I'm gonna take you upstairs. You gonna be good to go? All right. Appreciate it.
Mario was charged with felony, receiving stolen property greater than $5,000, misdemeanor counts of receiving, concealing stolen property less than or equal to $2,500, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Shartisha was charged with felony battery threat to a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor resisting, obstructing an officer, all as a repeater. Mario's cash bond.
So she's done it before. I mean, why am I not surprised? Like, just, you know, being honest.
Was set at $1,000, and Shartisha's signature bond was set at $5,000.
Shit. So he got, so he was the subject of this whole investigation, and he got $1,000 cash bond, and she got a $5,000 signature bond. So she ended up basically in more fucking trouble. Oh, what a dumbass. What a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Head over to codebluecam.com.
Yeah, give Code Blue Cam some love too. Like, if you like this kind of stuff, that's just go check it out. If you don't want to hear my silky notes talking over it, then go check out Code Blue Cam. I really do like what they do, because you see the good and bad of both, and that's really important, and that's what this channel is all about as well. We really do like to, you know, share the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, so we got Little Sassy for $5 Canada says petty super chat to piss off the haters. See this cup, this Irish Steven mug that you can get in the side chat right now. Shameless plug. Not shameless, fuck it, why not? Usually full of tears after petty super chats. So they are my favorite, even if it's $1. They are my fucking favorite because it drives these people nuts. I love when they come in the side chat and I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? My mother and my father are watching as we speak. They say, welcome back. And thank you so much to my mom and dad, all my family, for all the support over the last few weeks and the wonderful Christmas dinner that I had. Unfortunately, I did have to endure my brother dancing while wearing a chef's apron, which was, yeah, it was quite something. But thank you so much, Little Sassy. Yes, petty super chats are glorious in every way. Bacon Head Eating for Fun for £5 says, did I hear that right? She said that she had a gun and was going to use it on the cops. I believe so. Yeah, I kind of was half listening because I knew what was coming up. But yeah, as for the other perceived threat, I didn't personally see that as a threat. But that's, you know, that's just how I see that one anyway. But anyway, Bacon Head Eating for Fun for £2 says the video gets better when drinking Guinness. I'm on the Jameson with a drop of Coke. I'm not Jameson, Jack Daniels. My dad got me for Christmas a big Jack Daniels, and a load of the smoothest, most delicious Cuban cigars that I've ever had. So I've got some of that Jack Daniels here, and I'm going to have a cigar later. So yeah, slaunch it, everybody. Paul Rumore Fraser for 179 says, hello, my no-nonsense friend, Blue Bear. Myself and Blue Bear have had some great, we had a fantastic stream one night where we kind of basically questioned an auditor. Definitely go back and check that out. It's in my videos. I clipped it. So I'm going to start doing that as well, because a lot of people don't like the longer live streams, and that's fair enough. So I'm going to be clipping portions of these live streams and putting them up as videos for people to watch afterwards. So absolutely, definitely check that out. Myself and him did a great one night. I think we really kind of hit home with the guy, and it made a big difference. It was fantastic. Baconhead eating for fun for $2 says, I feel sorry for your partner. Let me tell you this much. So I've got ADHD, and not in the fucking TikTok, oh, I've got ADHD kind of way. Like, I legitimately was diagnosed with it. And we were told that you don't suffer with ADHD, your family do. That is a fact, or basically anybody around you at any given time. And my in my situation, I'm not too bad, but I know some people that, oh man, I'd love to do an ADHD stream with Beaver Zero, because he's as bad as me. I think it would be a lot of fun. Brooke McLimmond says, your dad is a fantastic gift giver. Absolutely. Oh man, a bottle of whiskey and a load of Cubans. Do you get any better than that? Like, no, you don't. That's fucking epic. Bobby Williams says, I've missed your live streams. Thank you so much, Bobby. It's great to be back. It really, really is. And I've been kind of off the airwaves a lot. I've been kind of decompressing, taking some time off. I was quite sick for a while, and with the pneumonia and stuff like that. And I'm feeling way, way better. So I'm slowly but surely getting back to it. And it's a lot of fun to be back. Tad Gibson says, I have 4 kids and 3 are ADHD. It's tough going. It is tough going. And you know what? I would always say to anybody out there who has got a family member, a kid, or somebody that they're involved with that has ADHD, be patient with them, because it's not easy for us either. So do be patient with them. But don't be afraid to try to pull us back on track sometimes, because we get off track and shit gets messy, like big messy. Get up. Colin says he hasn't missed my streams because you pause all the time and you're always muted. If you want to know how bad my ADHD can be, ask Colin, definitely not Cromwell, because we drove from Cincinnati down to a place in Kentucky, and it was supposed to be a 2.5-hour drive, I think it was. I think it took 8 hours because I kept wanting to stop to look at stuff. Thank you so much, Alanese. Yeah, no, I'm feeling way, way better. Health-wise, I'm doing fantastic. Getting there. Right, before we go, let me grab these last few super chats, and then my premiere is going to start here in about 2 minutes. It's actually a really funny video that I covered, so definitely check that out. Baconhead eating for fun for £2 says, I feel sorry for your partner. Again, that's everybody that's around me in any way, shape, or form most of the time. Peggy Harkness says, I'll always be your super chat fan. Love you, Irish stream. Thank you so much, Peggy. You're an absolute darling. Baconhead eating for fun for $2 says, I meant to say I feel sorry for her partner. Both of them. I feel sorry for anybody around her at any given time. It's not good. Wharf Bear, I know. I should give up smoking, but Cubans, you just don't. My mom said, don't forget the chili present. I have it. And I actually mentioned it earlier on in the stream. So I'm going to be hopefully repainting here soon. So the plan is to have 2 separate backgrounds. There's going to be this background and then that wall as well. We're going to be doing some videos standing up and stuff like that, just to switch it up a bit. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I hate to cut it short. Usually I go on for quite a while. Hour and a half is a good time. And then, we might do a couple of longer ones, as the week goes on, or maybe 1 or 2 kind of longer ones a week or something. Baconhead eating for fun for £2 says, I have autism. It is tough. I have a lot of friends on the spectrum, and family and extended family and stuff like that. And it can be tough, but if you can fight whatever your issues are and make your life as good as you can, then it's always going to be worth it in the end. And if you can have a laugh and a smile every day, then life can't really get much better than that. And with that, lads and lassies, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll catch you hopefully for a live stream tomorrow. Be around the same time, give or take, and we'll see you all then. Thank you so much. Good night, and enjoy the premiere coming up here in a minute. I'd love to see you all there hitting that like button and dropping a load of defamation shamrocks. Sláinte.